And welcome. Welcome, everybody, to another Let's Play. This one is a Steam game, a very cute and kind of sad Steam game that came out in 2016. This is Firewatch. If anybody remembers this game, this was 8 years ago, actually. Jesus, Murphy. But yeah, this is a game, an adventure game developed by Campo Santo and published by the developer in partnership with Panic. The game was released in February 2016 for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One, and then later came to the Switch in September that year. Actually, no, the Windows, Xbox One... No, February 2016 for Linux, OS X, PS4, Windows, and Xbox One. Okay, so it came to Xbox One in September that year. And then it came out on the Switch 2 years later. Yeah. I'm still seeing, though, like... I'm seeing, like, a Twitter post somewhere, like, Nintendo shouldn't be up in competition with hardware compared to, like, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox One. Like, they're just doing their own thing, and it's working. Anyways, the story follows a fire lookout named Henry, who works in Shoshone National Forest. Henry interacts with his supervisor Delilah using a walkie-talkie, with the player choosing from dialogue options to communicate. His exchanges with Delilah inform the process by which their relationship is developed. Over the course of the summer, Henry and Delilah appear to be menaced by unseen forces and have to unravel a years-old mystery of this forest. So I remember watching this game over like at Markiplier, and I honestly thought this was gonna be like a scary game. Like, no joke, you're just out there alone in the forest. You're probably getting like stalked or something by like some creepy ass figure or something like that. But no, it's literally just calm. It has really nice music. It has a pretty sweet but very sad story in the end. And the graphics look really good too. The game received generally positive reviews, earning praise for its story, characters, dialogue, and visual style, yet the presence of technical issues and the game's ending were both subjects of criticism. This game won the award for Best 3D Visual Experience at Unity Awards 2016, Best Indie Game at 2016 Golden Joystick Awards, Best Narrative at 2017 Game Developers Choice Awards, and debut game at the 2017 British Academy Games Awards. So it's pretty deep. Like, it's pretty good. Pretty short too, so. Oh, even though I said it's pretty short, you still have to choose like one of 4 file slots. Yeah, I just hope the graphics are good on my settings here, because I've set the settings on high here. And I know how it is with my computers these days. I should actually wonder what else they made besides this game. Let's go for the developer. This was dated back in 1975 in Boulder, Colorado. This is probably when Henry and Julia meet. You see Julia. Oh, I like the mouse, how it like moves the background a bit. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. What's your major? You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Worried she'd hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. That was fast. I kind of feel like relationships these days are harder than they used to be. How's the sensitivity? Oh, it's probably a little bit much. I'll have to... I always know that when I play games like these, I have to figure out about the mouse sensitivity here. So I'm just gonna do it like that. That's fine. Yeah. So that's my backpack. It looks like... Can I hit the button? No. Here we go. Actually, maybe I should actually tone it down just a little bit more. Let's go for 5. Yeah, I don't know what's up with like the mouse sensitivities for those stuff. Oh yeah, that's totally better. Yep, we see our truck. Can we get a thing going? Okay, so hitting the R button hits your run toggle. I'm gonna have to remember that. There's probably some other stuff here too. Oh. I press M, and it looks like it shows my compass. Okay, that's pretty nice. Load gear. You date over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There is also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. If you pick the beagle, you can name it Bucket. But if you pick the shepherd and name him Mayhem, I'm gonna go with the Bucket. I think that's the cutest name. Bucket's a good dog. And a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. Four years later, you talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart. Or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some. A couple little idiots. I mean, I think they're in their mid-20s right now, or maybe their late 20s, so sure. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are gonna be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Alright, so I guess we're here. Okay, that's my notes and documents. I thought there was like a crouch button I can do. I know my WASD. Yeah, there was like controls settings here. Right, my radio. I don't think I have a radio yet. Dialogue, I can climb with spacebar. Use, WASD, jogging, zoom, map, compass. Flashlight is F, C is camera. Q and E are using the objects. And then browse notes. And then... Oh, excuse me. There is quick save. Is my mic going on correctly? I thought it was loud enough. All right, where are we? The Thoroughfare Trailhead. Do not forget to check in. You're in their country. Learn to live with the bears. No fireworks. Oh, yep, that's foreshadowing. Can I take this map? No, okay. There's probably something in the truck that I need to pick up. Or not. Okay, I guess we have to leave. I know for park rangers, you have to like park... I know they have like parking, but you go for a hike for like miles to get to your ranger station. I know that. Seems like some sort of like getaway kind of job to do to get away from it all. All you're just doing is like keeping a lookout on the forest if you see any fires or like disturbance. 1980. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Why does this has to be an option? I feel like a slightly less sensitive option would just be to ignore her. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. (1981). Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man, or you frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. I mean... Nah, I'll pose like He-Man. You look awesome. Click to look awesome. Whew. God. Already looking at this lighting now, look how beautiful this place is. I mean, the only closest thing I've ever had to something like this was my cottage growing up after like, what, around 20 years? Two Forks Lookout Tower. 8 more miles? Holy smokes. Oh, we got our first voice clip. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck! The dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. I mean, he only had a knife, so probably just scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all 3 of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. (1984) Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Yeah, when did they ask for kids? Was it 1979? That was like 5 years ago. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. I mean, what was Henry working at this, or where was Henry working at this time? Convince her not to take the job. Agree if she commutes back and forth. I mean, this was, technically this was before people thought about remote work during COVID, so, I would probably agree with her. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. (1985) Julia sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Okay. Yeah, try not to think about it. Oh, hey now. Okay. I did not mean to open that. Holy shit, that had a huge... I should probably blur that out. Oh. Try not to think about it, but... yeah, I just don't want to put into detail just yet. Probably not right now, but maybe in the future. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. (1987) Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days, you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days, you get a stranger. She pulls you into a bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. (1988). You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else. Somewhere with 24-hour care. A home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full care facility. Or you are determined to take care of her by yourself. Oh God, okay. Honestly, reading this up now, I did not think, or I did not remember this happening this early in the game, and it's God damn it. Okay. I didn't think about like playing this like right now, but then I forget that this is how it starts. Like something is happening, but it's not me. And it doesn't have to do with dementia. But it's just something else. That's it. I just don't want to go into full details because like it hurts. And seeing this now like kind of just breaks my heart. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. How did I forget that that's how the backstory is? Like, they just started seeing each other, what was it? 1974? And that condition happened like 14 years after their relationship. Oh, God damn it, dude. Oh. I can't believe that's how it starts. I almost forgot about this. Holy shit, dude. Whoa, Jesus. Did you see how that deer leaped? Yeah, no, like, it's something that I'll have to explain after, like, so many years, like, when I feel comfortable about it. Unless it's something that, like, it shouldn't be explained, because I know my family doesn't like me, well, I guess my sister's like, when I say something that's too much information, like, they just don't want me to bring it up. I don't know. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. Well, I would probably suggest that they should not be having those kinds of wives. Like, holy crap, that's terrible. Like, what did Henry ever do to her? Henry did nothing. (1989). Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by. Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more. You think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. And that particular job was to be a park ranger in a national forest. Oh God. Yeah, no, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, I might not still say it because it kind of hurts, but like, it's something I have to deal with for myself. And like, if I feel comfortable at some points, like, it probably won't be in a video. It'll probably just be somewhere, like, explained. But that's all I'm gonna say. I took a little too far on that, and I know when I do that stuff, I just try to apologize, but it's just something that's kind of relatable to what's going on. I can't really move back and forth on this. Yep, this is where we're staying. Anyways, yep, this is gonna be where we're staying for the rest of the summer. Alright.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hey, buddy. Hold shift to activate radio.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You've killed 3 ex-husbands. Oh, I have a time limit. You're rebelling against mom. Nobody back home can stand you.
Okay, you're probably out here because nobody back home can stand you. Which, after this brief introduction, is not a big shock.
Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
One sec. Now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
That's it.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Welcome to Firewatch. Holy moly. Yep, welcome to your first day on the job. I'm sure you'll be a great asset to the team. Great asset, great asset, great asset, great asset,
Good morning, Henry.
great asset.
Good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.